Okay, I know that Atletico Madrid is up and down. 4-0 victory against Barcelona, and recently they lost 3-0 the other day. But nevertheless, I think they've been playing very well. Adding Lookman to their team adds more creativity to their attack because we know that they hold the ball, very structured mid-block team. They've got Griezmann and others, and they've got who's their striker? Is it Albert? Who's the striker? Number 9.
Julian Alvarez.
Alvarez, yeah, Alvarez. But adding Lookman now, who's a sort of hybrid winger he can drift centrally. He can even go to the midfield to help, especially if you use a diamond setup. Having him there gives them the extra key they need to unlock stubborn defenses. Because we know that they're creative. They pass the ball a lot, but they have a lot of possession, pass the ball with a U-shaped passing and distribute and dazzle teams, but don't quite get that last step. Having Lookman there now is going to even open up Alvarez more because Lookman is going to drag defenders out of position, especially through the half spaces between the fullback and the central defenders. We saw what they did to Barcelona, so I'm expecting them to do well against Brugge, but this is on the road against Brugge. Brugge plays high intensity, high press is going to come out, throw everything at them, and test their very well organized midfield and defense. I think that Atletico Madrid can absorb it. But once again, you're playing in Belgium, crazy crowd and a team that's maniacally energetic. So it's going to be a tough game. Nevertheless, I see Atletico Madrid having much of the possession, and with the beauty of when you have Griezmann, I think Griezmann's expected to start. If Griezmann starts, and then you have who's their number 10 in midfield again? Not Vargas.
They have one experienced midfielder, Koki.
Yeah, but there's another guy. I think it's Alvarez. Alvarez in midfield. So Alvarez is in midfield, right? Who's their striker?
No, their striker is Alvarez. Alvarez is the main striker.
Yeah, I'll remember. I'll get to it very quickly. But,
yeah, the midfielder, they have Barrios and Koki.
Who's the other one? Yeah.
Barrios and Koki.
Yeah, so with adding Lookman there, they're definitely going to be able to generate goals. So I'm predicting a 2-1 victory for Atletico Madrid. How do you see the game?
Yeah, I think on the road is going to be difficult because, like you said, Club Brugge are very intense when they are at home. They're going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at Atletico Madrid, and it's not going to be easy. They're going to press from the front and get their crowd behind them. So on the road, it's not going to be easy for Atletico. But the acquisition of Lookman for Atletico has worked wonders in their attack. They look very, very potent now. And players like Ademola Lookman, they're usually difficult to defend against because you can't really predict their movements. They can play anywhere across the front line. And it's difficult to predict the way they are going to be attacking spaces. So I think Lookman is going to be a handful. And of course, Alvarez is a very good finisher. So like you said, I think it will be a slim victory for Atletico, maybe 2-1, or maybe just a lone goal, because Atletico are a hard-working side. They themselves are very difficult to break down. They're hard-working in midfield. They don't allow spaces. They tend to drop to a 5 in midfield when they're without the ball. So it's not going to be easy for them to score against that. They have Diego Simeone plays a very defensive kind of setup. But now that he has a clear player up front, maybe they'll loosen up a bit. But I think they'll still win that game, really.
Yeah, I was thinking about Almada.
Okay, Nicolas Almeida. Okay. I think he's injured.
But Bino also is number 10. Yeah. Bino is also supposed to be the creative, and Alex Bino is the engine, but Almeida too. So when you've got those guys who make combination passes, adding Lookman to the mix along with Griezmann makes it dangerous. Now, Griezmann plays on the right. Where does he play? On the right wing?
Griezmann plays on the right, but he can play on the left.
Griezmann plays
on the right. He plays on the right.
Yeah. So the only thing that Atletico needs to watch out for is that sometimes Brugge likes to employ a 3-5-2, where they use their wing backs to try to come and do overloads on the wings. So that might test, because I know that Atletico is a centrally strong team on the spine. I'm not sure how decent their fullbacks are. I don't think their fullbacks are bad, though. I'm just saying they need to watch out for Club Brugge trying to mirror the wingers and try to create overloads either on the right or the left. So that's the only thing that I think they should watch out for. And then with the high press of Brugge, they have to be careful. But the central defense of of Atletico Madrid. Those guys are some of the best in the world. So you're not just going to pin them down with the press, especially a team like Bruges. Maybe if it's Arsenal or someone, they would struggle, but not against Bruges. So yeah. So what do you think the score will be? Or what do you think? What I was saying about the watching out for the overlapping of the wing backs from Bruges? Yeah.
Yeah, that will give them a bit of problem. But what I feel is that the way Diego Simeone has set his team up in the past, once they have an advantage, they are very difficult to score against. They are defensively very, very disciplined. They'll set up in 2 banks of 4 in front of the opposition, and they don't take too many risks. That's why most of their games are low scoring. But now, like I said, now that they have Lookman, they have started to loosen up a bit. But against Brugge, they have to be careful. A team that is fired up in front of their home crowd, you never know what could happen. Especially if Brugge should score first, it might open up the game. You never know what would happen. But I still feel it's maybe 1-0 in favor of Atletico.
1-0, yeah.
And then they'll now kill off the time.
If that game was in Atletico, maybe 3-0 if it was being played in Atletico. The way those guys are playing now, but
no, they're really on fire. And I think it's Lookman that has made a big difference in that attack.
All right. So the game is tomorrow. So we'll be back to discuss the aftermath, especially for our fans from Nigeria and Africa who follow Lookman, the man, Lookman. We no longer talk about Osimhen anymore. Lookman is the man of the moment. So we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, you're watching for the guy. He didn't look happy at Atlanta. He didn't look happy at all.
Did you see the first game where the coach substituted him? He didn't want to shake, even though that's rude. It was a good spirit. He didn't want to shake the coach's hand for Atletico because Diego Simeone wanted to shake his hand when he came up. He's going to shake my hand. Why did you substitute me? But I mean, I know that's rude, but I like that type of spirit. He wants to play.
Sure.
The coach, I don't think it was a big deal. Did you hear about it? Yeah,
I heard about it. But like I said, the way Diego Simeone plays is going to happen a lot more times because if he has an advantage, he will always substitute his attacking players to bring in more.
He's one of the best tactical coaches. He's he's very tactical.
So he just wanted to defend. That's why he removed Lookman.
Yeah, and Lookman needs to calm down. Don't start copying Osimhen's behavior. All right. So Complete Football Africa. We're going to be here for a long time. We're doing the build up to the World Cup. Nigeria, Nudi, South Africa, Dio. Who else is there? Congo is not there yet. They have to fight to get in.
Congo is not there.
Cameroon there.
At the end of the day, they might just allow them.
Yeah, so like and subscribe, follow our shows. We're going to be trying to do some live shows coming up for the March World Cup preparation match. Okay, take us out, Afolabi.
In another brilliant football show, we have been discussing Club Brugge, the first leg in Belgium against Atletico Madrid, Champions League playoffs. And with me, Mustafa, my name is still Afolabi. We'll be back again to review the games after that play.
All right, so that's it. I think that's it for today.